To that ground stop that disrupted tens of thousands of flights across the country, including at our 3 airports.
Flights are now back up and running, but many are still delayed or canceled. CBS News' Jenna DeAngelis live at Newark International with the impact there. Jenna?
Chris and Mary, the stop order has been lifted for about 3 hours now, but there seems to still be some residual effects. Take a look at the departure board here. You can see there are still flight delays. A headache for travelers, but those we spoke with were headed to their gates, hopeful it won't be too long of a wait. Chopper 2 captured flights finally taking off at Newark Airport around 9 o'clock this morning after the nationwide ground stop was lifted. But for hours, travelers came to the airport not knowing when they'd leave.
We just got here, trying to get on our flight over to Atlanta to get to Ecuador. But if this is delayed, it might mess up our flights to Ecuador, and then we'll see what happens from there.
Early this morning, the Federal Aviation Administration's Notice to Air Mission system experienced an outage. That's a computer system that alerts pilots to hazards or changes to airport services, like runway closures or any warnings. Around 10 a.m., almost 900 flights were canceled, nearly 5,000 delayed, including the Swansons.
We're going on a cruise today, so we hope we're not delayed too long.
Right now we're delayed for an hour, so we'll see what happens when we get upstairs. We're trying to be cautiously optimistic.
Those we spoke with said they weren't informed why there was a delay at check-in. This traveler finally found out via text his flight to Tennessee was pushed back at least an hour.
We're sorry for this delay. That's it. I'm kind of frustrated because I left the hotel very early in the morning from Manhattan, and I tried to make it here with time, and finally we got here, and just like 10 minutes ago they sent me a text.
Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg tweeted just before 9 a.m. in part, "The nationwide ground stop will be lifted effective immediately. I have directed an after-action process to determine root causes and recommend next steps." Now that flights are back up and running, those we spoke with are hopeful, if impacted, they won't be waiting too long and can get to their destination.
We've been planning this trip for a long time.
This is our first trip alone since our honeymoon.
It's not clear why this happened. In its latest update, the FAA said it would continue to look into the cause of the initial problem. In the meantime, if you are headed to the airport today, just keep in mind there could be lingering delays. We're live at Newark Liberty International Airport. Jenna DeAngelis, CBS 2 News.
Okay, Jenna, thanks. Seems like a guarantee that there will be more delays throughout the afternoon as they catch up. We'll do